Hello everyone, myself Pragna from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering here to explain you about the topic of planning and modeling principles, advantages and disadvantages. Let's look at the brief introduction to planning. Planning is a fundamental management function that involves setting objectives and determining the best course of action to achieve those goals. It is a systematic process that defines the future direction of an organization or project by outlining what needs to be done, when it should be done, and how it will be accomplished. Key elements of planning are goal setting, strategy development, resource allocation, timeline establishment. Goal setting, defining clear, measurable objectives, strategy development, outlining the method and actions needed to achieve goals. Let's look at the brief introduction to modeling. Modeling is a process of creating a representation of a system, process, or a scenario to analyze and understand its behavior. Models can be physical, mathematical, computational, and they are used to stimulate real world situations in a controlled environment. This allows organizations to test differently scenarios, predict outcomes, and make informed decisions without the cost and risk associated with real world trials. Key elements of modeling are abstraction, simplifying complex system into manageable components; assumptions, defining the underlying assumptions that the model is based on; data collection, gathering accurate and relevant data to feed into the model; simulation, running the model to simulate different scenarios and analyze outcomes. Planning advantages. Clear objectives. Planning helps in setting specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound SMART objectives. These clear goals provide direction and focus for other organizations, ensuring that everyone is working towards the same end. Better coordination. Effective planning facilitates coordination among different departments and teams within an organization. For example, in a manufacturing company, planning ensures that the production, marketing, and sales department are all working towards the same product launch timeline. Risk management. Planning involves identifying potential risk and developing strategies to mitigate them. This proactive approach helps in minimizing the impact of uncertainties and unforeseen events on an organization. Planning advantages continued. Resource allocation. Planning helps in efficient allocation and utilization of resources such as time, money, and personal things. By anticipating needs and distributing resources accordingly, organizations can avoid wastage and maximize productivity. Performance management. Planning sets benchmarks and performance indicators that help in evaluating the progress and the success of various initiatives. For example, a retail chain sets monthly sales target for its stores, allowing it to track performance and implement correctiveness actions if necessary. Planning disadvantages. Time consuming. Planning can be lengthy process that requires significant time and effort for management and staff. For example, a company spends several months developing a strategic plan during which the time opportunity might be missed or market conditions may change. Rigid structure. Planning often results in fixed structures that may not be adaptable to changing circumstances. Example, a business that adheres strictly to its annual budget plans may struggle to invest in a sudden high profile opportunity. Over costly. The planning process can be expensive due to the need of extensive research, data analysis, and involvement of skilled professionals. Example, a small business invests heavy in market research and consultancy fees to develop a strategic plan. Resistance to change. Employees and managers may resist changes proposed in the plan, particularly if they are not comfortable with the current way of doing things. Example, a manufacturing company plans to introduce new technologies to improve efficiency, but employees resist to change due to fear of job loss or unfamiliarity. Modeling advantages. Visualization. The modeling provides a visual representation of process, system, and scenarios, making Complex concepts easier to understand. Visual models can include diagrams, graphs, simulators that helps stakeholders grasp the intrinsities of a project or system. A project manager uses a Gantt chart to visually represent the project timeline, dependencies, and milestones, etc. Modeling disadvantages. Simplification. Models often simplify complex real world systems that can lead to inaccuracies. While simplification makes models easier to work with, it can also overlook important variable and interactions. Example, an economic model might simply consumer behavior, ignoring factors like cultural influences leading to inaccurate predictions of the market trends. Assumptions. Models are built on assumptions which may not always hold true. Example, a climate model assuming constant industrial growth might fail if sudden policy changes significantly reduce emissions. Data intensive. Effective modeling requires large amount of accurate and relevant data collecting, processing, and maintaining the data can be challenging and resource intensive. Conclusion. Importance of balance. Effective management requires balancing the structured approach of planning with the flexibility of insights provided by the modeling. Final thought. Planning and modeling are tools that were used together, enhancing the strategic decision making, optimize resource use, and overall organizational performance. Awareness of these limitations allow for better implementation and maximization of these benefits. By understanding and leveraging both planning and modeling, organizations can navigate complexities, achieve their objective, and maintain a competitive edge in their respective industries. Thank you.